They gathered for cooperation, but at a meeting of the Western premiers, talks soon turned to separation, specifically Alberta leaving Canada.
I think, in fact, if Prime Minister Mark Carney acts on the ideas in our communique today, that it would take the wind right out of any effort. The frustration that Alberta has been that it's been a lot easier to do business with our southern neighbor than it's been to do business across the country.
As 2 days of talks in Yellowknife concluded, the leaders of Alberta and Saskatchewan both spoke about grievances with Canada. But BC Premier David Eby made a clear statement for the unity of the country.
We have to work together. And there is no worse time for us to get dragged into conversations about splitting up the country or this kind of thing than right now when in front of us is all this amazing opportunity.
The premiers are in agreement on increased interprovincial trade and building new energy corridors. Danielle Smith also wants to revive the very controversial Northern Gateway pipeline to the BC coast.
Premier Smith is able to convince the federal government to build another pipeline through British Columbia or a private proponent. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
A new Leger poll finds roughly 30% of Albertans want to leave Canada, but an additional 5% said Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and BC should join to form a Western Canada country. But this BC-based political scientist believes there is very little support for that in his province.
There is a much greater likelihood that talk of separatism is going to create additional resistance to Alberta's projects and demands than to actually create good sentiment, I think.
In the Alberta capital, some believe separation talk is ridiculous.
I mean, like, we're a landlocked province, so, like, we're going to have to deal with Canada anyways. Like, we can't fully separate.
So you think we should try to make a better deal with Canada?
I think we have a good deal. I don't see anything wrong with our deal.
While others agree there is at least a basis for separatist anger, including equalization.
There is some frustration over here that I think it would really benefit or behoove like those out east to pay attention to and to address.
It does make people take us a little more seriously, while also at the same time diminishing our street cred, whatever value that we have here on the national stage.
The premiers did agree that the West is the economic engine of the country and plan to take that argument to a meeting with the Prime Minister next month, where unity-building projects to battle Donald Trump's trade tariffs will be at the top of the agenda. From Edmonton, Sean Amato, City News.